We are going to cheat on Dane today and talk about Kanye West more. And I'm sure that makes him very, very sad.
Maybe he's excited because he'll listen to the episode, get some Kanye updates.
That's true.
That could be it.
Well, there's always news about Kanye every day.
Yes. I feel bad for the guy.
I feel bad for his PR team.
It's a full-time job.
Too much for me.
Like, it's a full-time job.
They're like, let's sleep. Who cares? Give me a pager.
Exactly. So it says Kanye West and Julia Fox. It's over. Split after 2 months. I mean, I don't think anybody thought this was going to be like he was like talking about Kim the whole time.
Yeah, I figured it was like, I almost wondered if they weren't actually dating. They were just like, look, I'm going through a hard time. It would be helpful to me if I have like a date who can come to me with things. And she was like, yeah, we're friends, no problem.
Well, also, like a lot of the news tabloids, they make fun of her because they're saying that she's copying Kim.
Yeah.
And like she claims she's not with Kanye for the money, which is kind of iffy.
She's just with him for the exposure, which I respect.
I think she said she's not. I'm not in it for this. She's like, I've dated billionaires. I'm like, he is a billionaire. I do think it's funny, like right there,
different billionaire.
In that photo, to me, she looks like a weird cross between Kim Kardashian and Posh Spice. I don't know if either of you two know who the Spice Girls are.
We do, but I just don't know who Posh is.
I don't really see the Kim Kardashian. I mean, I saw it when they did side-by-sides of like her
in the
outfits.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, we already talked about this. Kim is part of popular style right now. Like, lots of things mimic Kim's style. So, like, if she didn't dress like that, would they be like, she doesn't have any taste, she's not on trend?
Yeah.
Oh. That picture, she just looks like a random wealthy woman.
Wealthy woman number 2.
Yeah.
She just looks like somebody from reality TV that we don't care about.
Yes. It's Splitsville for Kanye West and Julia Fox, thus capping off a whirlwind romance that was pretty short-lived and evidently not all that serious to begin with. I don't think anybody was under the assumption that it was serious. That's the thing. A rep for the actress confirmed to TMZ that the couple is donezo. Excellent use of donezo, TMZ. Thank you for that. Though I can't imagine it's spelled that way. I would have thought it was like done with Z-O added at the end. Saying Julia and Kanye remain good friends and collaborators, but they are no longer together. They'd only been dating for... Yeah, what are they collaborating on?
Nothing.
No, maybe they're going to do a clothing line.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe they'll do a clothing line together. They'd only been dating for about a month and change, like we said, nice and quick. And then she has her statement here. She says, "Y'all would love if I was so upset. The media would love to paint..."
like a bratty 12-year-old in Hollywood.
When there's 4 O's there, I can only say it like a bratty 12-year-old.
But say it like a girl.
She wants a higher octave here, team.
Thank you.
Y'all would love it if I was just so upset. The media would love to paint a picture of me as a sad, lonely woman crying on a plane by myself, but it's not true. Is that good enough?
Yeah,
okay.
keep on doing
it. The media. Why not see me for what I am, which is, oh my, I can't even say this with a straight face, a #1 hustler.
Oh, is that what she's known for? I had no idea.
I didn't know.
I was like, is she an actress?
She's kind of like Meghan Markle. Nobody knew who
literally
she was.
irrelevant. Like,
yeah.
It says, I came up, y'all, LOL. I can't take people seriously that type LOL. Miracle's like the only person who I know that actually says LOL in like texts.
I do.
She writes out.
Miracle has no idea what she
writes out LOL.
No, sometimes I really don't know what's happening.
I type out HA.
I do that sometimes.
I do not LOL. I am not an LOL at all. It's
do you want to hear a fun fact about Japanese people with their LOLs or their ha-has? So the Japanese character is similar to the Chinese one, and like when you type them all together, it looks like W's that look like little grass. So their internet slang, they use the letter W in the English language and type it all like that, and it looks like a bunch of grass, and it just means lol.
Perfect. Maybe we should just start doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So it says, I came up, y'all, LOL. And not only that, but Kanye and I are on good terms. I have love for him, but wasn't in love with the man. Jesus Christ, what do you guys think I am, 12 years old? I like the idea that she's like saying love is like for lesser people.
Oh.
Well, actually, what I was going to say is, I think that idea of like, if you're dating someone for a while, and then you're like, look, you're great, but I just don't think this is love. Like, I think that's actually something worth normalizing. Like, I think it's worth saying, like, occasionally you date people and they can be wonderful, but neither one of you are like, you're it.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't have to be some tragic breakup.
I agree.
Yeah, and also I love it how on the bottom she says, and for the record, the only time I cried in 2022 was on February 6th on my dead best friend's birthday.
That's very depressing. Also, what's with the word tea is becoming very popular for gossip now.
Yeah, it's overused, but I like the Kermit meme where he's drinking tea.
Yes.
Well, it's because back then women just gossip during tea time.
I also like the part where she said she's like, I'm not dating him for the money or the club, but then she literally writes here, anyways, if you want the full tea, you're gonna have to buy the book when it comes out. So
smiley face.
Apparently it was for the clout.
Nobody cares about you.
No, it was for the content.
Yes. I mean, dating Kanye would be kind of like, I imagine it would be quite a roller coaster.
Yeah, well, and I think especially in this scenario, like, he is very obviously not over Kim, which I support.
The whole
I want
time.
him and Kim. I cannot explain it. I don't know a ton about either one of them, but I just want them to get back together. Like, I don't know why.
There should be a Disney movie about Kim and Kanye.
Only if they get back together. That's the thing.
Coco Kimye can be the name of it, and they can make their own Disney animated movie about Kim and Kanye.
It's this girl called Yeezy Skims.
Perfect. Let's
Yeezy
See,
Skims.
where is that? Like, there were so many business opportunities lost when they broke up.
Exactly.
Also, I feel like he added this weird sense of like normalcy. Did you ever see the clip where she's like there'll be an interview, and I can understand where this actually could be grating as a spouse, but like there's an interview where Kim Kardashian is telling a story about like they're building their house or whatever, and she was like, oh, and like that'll be the playroom and
the pool,
and I know that one, but and she's like, and then Kanye looked at me and was like, what do you mean a playroom? And I was like, where the kids can play, like they have their toys and stuff, and he was like, when I was growing up, we would just play in our room and put our toys away. Like, it was super normal.
Very,
like,
very
you're
normal.
weird, but you had a relatively normal upbringing. Whereas Kim was actually very wealthy growing up, and like, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. But like, they actually come from very different backgrounds.
Yes, they do.
And like the jacuzzi one where she's like, can you believe I've never been in a jacuzzi? Can you believe it? She says, I love our pool, even though I've never been in it. He's like, what? She's like, yeah, never been in our pool. Can you believe we don't have a jacuzzi? And he's like, can you believe it? We don't have a jacuzzi. Like, I think they are so funny, and there's something very like humbling.
They're America's couple.
I don't know. I just want them to be together, like,
because their dynamic is so weird. Because I feel like Kanye kind of made her humble because like he came from a middle class,
and he wasn't just like blown away by her. He was like, no, you should step up your style. But it was actually a great decision. But also she like gives Kanye like, he's not such a lone wolf. He like, you know, they built a family together. Like,
stabilized.
Bye, Julia Fox. Bring back Kim.
Exactly.
And he's clearly still making this attempt, because it says right here, Kanye West sends truckload of roses to Kim Kardashian on Valentine's Day. From picking fights to picking flowers, Kanye West apparently delivered a truckload of flowers to his estranged wife, Kim Kardashian, on Valentine's Day as part of his ongoing campaign to win her back. Like, I really feel like it is literally a campaign.
Oh, I think it's a full-on campaign, but occasionally he gets mad and is like questioning her parenting decisions publicly. But also that's part of their dynamic. Like, he is not like a secretive.
And never, ever discount this, because J-Lo and Ben Affleck got back together after like 20 years.
Look, anything could happen.
Anything could happen.
Except I always wanted Jennifer Garner and Ben Affleck for no reason. I have no idea what either one of them were in. I was just like, oh, you guys are kind of cute, and like Boston, you have some kids, like raise them together.
And then he had the weird comments about like it was hard being married to her.
Yeah, and then
like
Jennifer, what I respected about Jennifer Lopez in that one was she was like, apparently like sources had it that she was like, no, you cannot talk that way about the mother of your children. And he like backtracked, which I think is like, again, a very respectful way to treat these situations.
Change your behavior, Ben, or I'm going to start agreeing with Dane on his comments about your portrayal of Batman. That's what I have to say to this.
I love how the truck says my vision is crystal clear, and it's with K's for Kim Kardashian.
That's because he wants her. Like, this is what I want. This is like my only goal for 2022, for them to get back together. That's not my only goal.
By Valentine's Day of 2023, we need the full circle.
And then his music will be, I mean, Dane commented on this better than me, but like, can you imagine his post reunification with Kim Kardashian album? Like,
a lot of people believe that will make it bad, because now he's content. He doesn't need to put the work into the art. So Donda 2 with no Kim is going to be just
I think it'll
fire.
be better because he has suffered, and then it's like triumph after like the struggle.
We'll see. He's got his own version of like "We Are the Champions" by Queen. He just covers it.
Well, it would be.
Well, I think it's like a reborn album. Sorry, I cut you off, but like he's like reborn as this like husband and father, having like potentially lost them.
That's what I was about to say. Or if they never got back together, if they don't, I'm just saying. If they don't, Donda 2 can just be him be in the 7th stage of grief, where the 7th
5 stages of grief.
Oh,
It doesn't matter. Kanye may have more than us. We don't know.
That's true. He might be on a higher plane.
It's very hard to say.
Yeah, well, Kanye is very passionate, so I feel like the first 3 songs are going to be him being very upset, and then four of them are going to be like the last middle 2 are going to be very aggressive, and then the last 2 he finally like gives up.
Yeah. Never forget, he's her Chick-fil-A.
Oh,
And
Wait, she's his Chick-fil-A.
and I believe that in the perfect version of this story, Pete Davidson ends up being their very good friend and like godparent to their children, and he forgives him.
I can't tell you how much I do not care about Pete Davidson, so
I do love this meme though.
himself out.
Right here.
what is it?
Oh, here it says, "This is really the antagonist in Kanye's life right now."
It is funny. He's like a goofy looking
Look at this!
guy.
Look at that picture.
This guy is wearing patterned pants. Like
Those are pajama pants.
That is literally
Let's point that out.
That is the bad guy in Kanye's life right now. That is like who he's like. I imagine him. He has like a dartboard in his room. He's got the picture. He's got this picture in the bullseye of the
I just
dartboard.
can't imagine
and
them,
he throws
like-
gold encrusted darts at the dartboard.
Like, let's say this works out, and Kanye and Kim don't get back together. Obviously, that's not what we're rooting for. And then, like, she somehow stays with Pete Davidson for a long time, and they're like at Northwest like ballet recital, and they all have to go as like awkward split up parents, and like this guy just like Pete Davidson just collapses and giggles while Kanye like mean mugs at him.
There's
like,
an ABC
it's
Family show
weird.
here somewhere.
Yeah, it's called Split Life. It has Bobby Lee in it.
There was also The Lying Game, and where the twins get separated. Maybe that was.
Yep, I remember that one.
That's I can't
Well,
believe
You
I
and
just-
me and our like ABC Family teen dramas.
Well,
I
there's
mean-
also Sister, but
that one had like sort of a happy resolution.
Yes.
that's true. But then there's so many things that you can list off where they have separation. But it's just funny. That same guy dated Ariana Grande.
Okay.
Imagine that.
Team. When do we think Kim and Kanye will get back together? Month and date or month and year?
Well, let's see if Pete Davidson still like Kim Kardashian.
I would need to do some research.
Yeah.
Come up with a formula. I say 2 years, 2 months.
Okay.
No, wait.
2 years.
So spring of
spring of
2025. Wouldn't that be
2025? Okay. No,
yeah,
2022.
so 2024.
Do
I
math right.
I say spring of 2024.
What about you, Miracle? When do Kim and Kanye get back together? Never is an acceptable answer, kind of.
I don't know because
If
like
you want to be a buzzkill.
wait, so
You don't
who,
believe in love, then
I'm sorry.
fine.
Well, also, who did Kim Kardashian date before Kanye?
A lot of people,
I
I'm
don't
sure.
remember who she was like. She was like married to that one guy, Chris, and then she was sort of like dating people, but then Kanye was like the big romance afterwards, and they had been friends for a while before. Like,
I think like maybe because like there was an article where she claims that Kanye hired a hitman.
no. So wait, when do you think they're getting back together?
Um,
This is the last thing I want to talk about, and then we can move on.
maybe next year.
Okay.
Yeah, we have to see how 2022 ends up. Because 2022.
I think I'm gonna say inside 2022, maybe towards Christmas.
This year?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be a cute Christmas gift. Go like, hey kids, sorry, mommy and daddy had a psychotic like fight in front of you guys about being divorced.
Kids, we needed the content.
Yeah,
we
I
were
was
getting too boring.
My more nihilistic and cynical side says maybe they're just like their careers start to flounder and they're like, you know what? It's like a pro wrestler making his big return after not being on TV for years.
Yeah.
So then they come out in public. Yes.
I think they're going to do that, but then that's going to mess up the kids. Unless they told the kids, don't read anything on social media or anything on news
There's
outlets.
a lot of things that could be challenging for their children to hear about.
Yeah, but
That's,
imagine.
their parents getting divorced and like not liking each other. Like they're living that live. It's all the stuff before they were born. I would be worried about.
But imagine that, like, they're saying, like, don't read any of this. It's not true. Mommy and daddy are still together. We're just doing it for money.
I mean, that's not
not
hard.
traumatizing at
Not-
all.
Yeah.
Not confusing or weird.
Totally normal. Totally normal.
It's okay. Noah, if you're the oldest one, make sure you hold your siblings tight.
Yes. Okay. That was like, there was also, I forgot I had this art. I'm going to just, there's this article from New York Post. This is why no one should date Kanye West. We're not going to cover it.
Because he's still in love with Kim Kardashian.
And it says page 6, stop using bad photos of me.
Can you show people the image?
I don't, well, okay, fine.
So I think it's so funny because it appeared out of nowhere.
It says they had the whole article. It says here's our worst photo because he blamed New York post of only posting bad pictures of him, and they're like, here's our worst pictures of him, and that was like a whole separate article. But yeah, that's it says, no way, Kanye. Contrary to the Easy Rapper's cringy assertion that the whole Page Six office would die to go on a date with him amid his unhinged rants against Kim Kardashian, 41, and her new beau, Pete Davidson, 28. Ye's former buddy, Kid Cudi, 38. The department is instead alive with the sounds of "Nah, we're good," booming from the depths of each staffer's soul. They're lying. They're lying. All of them would love to date, if for the clout than anything else. I'm not saying it's for good reasons, but I'm saying that, to say that they wouldn't is a joke.
Maybe they all realize he still has feelings for Kim, and they don't want to stand in the way of that awesome reunification.
It's like yesterday when I was like me and Miracle were making jokes with Dane about like how he thought Brie Larson was attractive. I'm like, and Miracle's like, Brie Larson. I'm like, Brie Larson. Obviously, Brie Larson is an attractive woman.
She is.
But we're just like, she's not really like... it is what it is. You're passing judgment on something you very clearly are not in the same ballpark as. But, it's like the person who watches pro sports with chips covered on them and they're like overweight and they're like, oh, come on, you got to catch that.
Did you ever see that tweet? This girl was like, I am once again begging the International Olympic Committee to put a regular person into the event so we can see just how good these athletes are.
Yeah. They said we should do the Olympics by conscription, where you just get picked by your country to, like, they just pick random people to do the Olympics.
Yeah.
And it just shows you how good the real people actually are.
Yeah, I think that would be funny.
Or the one about the Olympic curling team, the men's curling team. Looks like they were out on a guys' weekend and just got stuck at the Olympics because they
That's
just look
different
like
though.
dads.
That's just like their aesthetic, which I really appreciate.
Oh yeah, I was a big fan. Thanks for watching this clip, guys. If you want to see full episodes or follow us on social media, links are in the description below. Bye.
Bye.